Prestige, and this is at the bottom right, the Terran player who's called God by his fans. He's starting for KT Rolster. He won game number 2, tied the series, forced this third game. It is
KT Flash.
I think it's so appropriate that he starts in red. He's so fast.
He's pretty quick.
Yeah.
His opponent to the top left for the team, NS Hosa. He is
NS Hoso Brave.
Every single time I see the nickname Flash, I have to think about the Big Bang Theory episode where Sheldon just turns into the Flash, runs to the Grand Canyon, and shouts on the top of his lungs and runs back in an instant. You don't know what I'm talking about because you don't like the series, I know.
I don't particularly care for the series, but I mean, it's okay.
I think it's really funny. I love it.
Flash reminds me of when I was in like 5th grade and I was at a summer camp, and we found out that if you have a disposable camera that has a flash and you hit it really hard on your hand, it actually activates the flash without actually taking a picture. So you can charge it up, and then you come up with some unsuspecting victim and you just flash the camera right in their eyes so they can't see. I remember that was so much fun when I was like 12 years old.
I never tried that.
Yeah, I don't know if it still works now, but back then, man, I would make a lot of people unhappy. People made me unhappy too.
That was around the time when I realized that when you had a lantern in the street and you kicked the lantern at a certain spot, it just turns off the light for about 5 minutes. So we were always in the dark when the lanterns were on. We would run up and down the street and just kick all the lanterns until the street was completely dark. That was fun.
That sounds fun, man. Everybody has these little things they did when they were young.
You just had to find the right spot, and once you knew where, you just could kick it really hard. Like a karate kick, and then the lamp would go out for a few minutes.
You're in trouble now, man. I know the police of Germany have been like working on this case for years. And you actually just confessed on air. You're in trouble, man.
I can always deny it. That's fine. I'm like, no, it wasn't me. I just thought it made me sound cool.
I knew these cool guys who did it, so I thought maybe I'd pretend it was me, you know?
All the girls like, oh my god, he kicked Landon out when he was 5. He's so amazing.
Did you see the camera footage? Like back then, like all the guys who did it had hair. I don't have hair. See?
Yeah, you see? That's why I could always deny it, because back then I had hair. I'm like, guys, look at me. It can't be me. It's a mistake. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Well, Brave is going to drop his next a little bit late, but he doesn't know if Flash made a command center or not. So, I mean, it's safe, the situation he puts himself in now. Flash is going up to triple barracks before he gets his double gas. Very normal play.
Yeah, and to the top we have a unit for Flash, one Marine that didn't scout just... Oh, now he had a quick look at the Nexus. He knows that there's a Nexus. And Brave, once more, same style, goes into the double gateway before he adds his robotics. Trying to poke up the ramp a little bit, but those Marines are ready.
They are ready. Nice micro there, though, losing nothing but shields.
Yeah. And Flash now, not with a third orbital. Not this time.
Not this time.
Attacking a little bit faster. Switching things up, which I like a lot.
The probe that's coming across the map, I wonder what that's going to be used for.
Yeah, me too. It's going to go for a forward pile and trying to put on some aggression. I think he's just trying to spot if there's an expansion, but he sees the Marines and immediately backs off.
Kind of weird to me that he didn't try to do that with the Stalker, but either way, he is going to get away with the probe.
I feel he's still looking for a spot where he can put down a pylon.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's just wisely sneaking around the Marines. Can he block? Can he block? Oh! No.
That was so close.
That probe was like almost the first unit to be crushed by a building in StarCraft 2.
Flash moves back, sees the probe, he's like, bye-bye. You're not gonna do anything here.
Nothing to do. Brave getting his robo now.
So once again, guys, I know we sound a little bit like a broken record, but a lot of people are actually in the VODs and only watch a certain amount of games. So we want to remind everyone that this is the first round of Code A, and whoever loses here will drop down to Code B.
Yeah.
So you have to win. If you win in the first round, then you will at least find yourself in the up and downs and have a shot at Code S. You won't drop down to Code B. You will have to play, you can at least play in the next season of Code A. So this is the most important series for both of these players.
Flash took out that Stalker. No concussive shells, though, is something he's probably going to realize after that happens. Sees as soon as Stum is... Well, that was a tongue twister.
You okay?
As soon as Stum is finished, he's going to get concussive shells.
You need some chocolate that makes you feel better.
He researches stem and concussive shells by the seashore.
All right.
She shoots shells by the seashore.
I feel the guys in the white jackets are coming any second, Wolf.
Well,
Everything's gonna be all right. You'll be good. There.
are you talking about the Caspa's 8th team players, or?
Nah.
Okay.
3 additional gates for Brave here, who goes really for gateway heavy build, whereas Flash now is nearly in a position where he can build the first few medivacs, and his stim is also ready.
Observer gets into the main. He sees the timing, of course, of the switch.
Yeah. And what kind of tech does Brave choose here? I mean, this guy... Yeah, he's going for the Warp Prism. How many gates does he have?
I think he's going to do a Warp Prism drop, maybe. He's got 6 gates. He could go for a timing attack and just walk across the map
It
with that
looks
Warp
like
Prism.
he's doing that. He doesn't have a forge. He's not going for any kind of upgrades. He just dumps all his minerals and his gas into units and into these gates.
You're right. I could have sworn he made a forge. I guess not.
Huh.
Well, this is an awkward position for Flash to be out on the map. His stim is done. He doesn't want to use it, but he has to.
Yeah,
now all of his units are so low on health.
He immediately runs away, and his combat shield is only halfway done. He starts with a few additional Marauders and also has the medivacs on the way, but he needs to get some bunkers here.
Yeah, he's skimping on him. It's like he doesn't realize the real danger.
Brave is really going for a huge attack, and Flash's waypoint is actually a little bit out of position here. He nearly runs those Marines straight into his opponent's army. He's going for a run by, isn't he?
He wants to. He's actually bullying his way away from the main while he makes the bunkers. I really like this.
Brave is now deciding to stop the attack, at least for now, and heads into Forge and Twilight Council. But he still has a few units in the War Prism that he sends to the bottom right.
He wants to fight at the top of this ramp with the medivacs here. The one medivac, though, gets sniped. The Warp Prism going to the main base shouldn't do too much damage. It all depends on how well Flash reacts here.
Yeah, a few of those Marines died to the force fields, but now he's finally okay and can run back home. But this Warp Prism in the main base, how much damage is he able to do?
Well, 4 Marines come right away, but he can warp in some more units to help.
Yeah.
Healing medivacs here, but the medivacs are not in position to fight.
Flash has to be careful here as ahead in supply, but still, this is a little bit awkward. He starts his first armor upgrade. And he has another base at the bottom left, which I really like, so he's getting a little bit ahead with his macro, but the harvester count is still roughly the same. And there's this force on the map for Brave, a 43 supply strong army, without a lot of upgrades though.
Yeah, no upgrades. He doesn't have any upgrades for his Emperor just yet. He's getting +1 armor, doesn't have charge. He's got those 2 morals that are not too useful, neither are these zealots really. He's trying to bait Flash back into the main base. Flash has way too much for him to fight here like this.
Especially without aerial effect damage.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Colossi, he
With
doesn't
this
have
many
Storm.
medivacs, he's crazy to fight like this. The force fields are insanely good though. Oh my god.
Yeah, but now the sentries are gone, and as soon as the force fields are gone, there's not a lot that stops Flash from obliterating Brave.
Yeah, his army is going down pretty fast here. Flash going to grab another sentry. May get more stalkers. Will Brave turn and fight? He's going to lose his immortal to Marauders here.
He's not only going to lose the Marauder, man, he's going to lose everything. Look at those stalkers.
Yeah, he looks like he may lose the game as well if he loses much more. A ton of stimming going on here by Flash, but he's got so many medivacs he can support it. There are 7 medivacs on the map right now.
The Terran player is flashing the Protoss army, taking down everything. A 40 supply lead now suddenly for the KT roster player. +1 armor is nearly completed, and whoa! These High Templars are not going to do anything.
Yep, they've become an Archon to die, and Brave is now down 40 supply. These units warping and may not finish.
He can be brave all he wants, it doesn't matter anymore. He can't do anything about this Terran army. Flash is going to win this. He's moving in, taking down one probe after another, and there's nothing that Brave can do about it. He starts to warp in a few additional units, but what exactly can he do? He doesn't have the gas to build anything substantial.
No, he doesn't. And that's it.
GG! Game over, and Flash advances with a 2-1 over Brave.
A close series.
Bravery is not enough to win the game against God.
Yeah, certainly not. Well, I'm a little bit surprised by our results today, but I feel like at the end of the day, Flash was too much. He knew how to play the late game, even though in game number 2 he got a little bit tricked.
Yep.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that was a very convincing series by Flash, even though he lost the first game. Brave completely tricked him with his hallucination that he conjured in the first few minutes of the game, or in the early mid-game. And now Flash is up against Baby in the second round of Code A. The winner has to face Symbol.
This is a pretty stacked bracket. Baby versus Flash, and then of course the final boss being Symbol there.
Yeah, so we had a really interesting day today here at Code A. The last day of the first round.
It was certainly interesting. We saw excellent matches.
Yep.
And then, of course, now we'll have the second round. Everyone who has advanced the past 3 days of Code A will be in the up and down matches at the very least.
Exactly. So the losers of these 3 days are out in Code B again, have to re-qualify, and the winners are at least in the up and downs. And let's
look at today's results. Let's put them up on screen so you guys can see what happened earlier in the day. Spoiler alert, if you didn't tap it in time, you better close your eyes right now. Noblesse, Bomber, Byun, and Trap advance.
People are sitting in front of their computer trying to cover their eyes at the same time you're mentioning the results, and they try to cover their ears as well. And it doesn't work. They look like the three monkeys.
Yeah, well, as soon as I said results, you guys should have.
Yeah.
You guys should have known what to do.
Baby wins against Brain. We have MMA losing to Bial, Rain losing to Dream, and Flash winning over Brave, which once again means that only Terran players are advancing in the second round. So from all the games we had today, where we had 7 Protoss versus Terran, only 1 Protoss player advanced.
Yep. Not very good odds for the Prosses, and of course, happily for Zerg players, only Bial advances, but there are going to be a lot of sad MMA fans out there about this.
That's definitely true, especially since he just joined Team A, so he definitely wanted to show off his skills, but Bial was a little bit too strong.
Don't forget, of course, about the Code A schedule, Monday and Tuesday, and also tomorrow we've got GSTL. It's going to be quite awesome. Round of 4 coming at you, semifinals action. And I wanted to let you guys know, they're there. TSL versus MVP and StarTale versus FX Open. And upcoming, then the following week, we have the Code S finals and semifinals in of GSL in Vegas, as well as the World Championship match. I bet this stuff is going to come up here. Check that out. Also, if you live in Seoul, there's going to be a Barcraft in Shincheon at Yaletown you guys should check out. It's a good burger place. I've been there several times. A lot of people live in Seoul, like to watch StarCraft, go there to watch it, so I highly recommend going there.
Yeah, and I think that concludes it for the day, right?
Yeah, that definitely does. So we will see you guys tomorrow for some awesome Team League matches.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.